Next speaker is Mark Zmarzly and Zmarzly. Silent Z. He's going to talk about big thinking in Lincoln. Mark Zmarzly.
Well, thank you for coming to my talk. I assume you're all here for me. This is Big Thinking in Lincoln. It's a little bit about group mentoring and how it can change your life and make you a better looking person. So, group mentoring, essentially, hopefully you're all familiar with the concept of mentoring. Most people are familiar with individual mentoring, where it's a one-to-one relationship. Group mentoring is more like a peer board. And why I'm recommending that over traditional mentoring is definitely dying. Corporations have changed a lot. There's not that traditional, one person's going to mentor you all the way through your career. It's also very risky. It's risky because it places a lot of emphasis on who you pick as your mentor. So, for example, that would not be a good mentor. And there's also a lot of questions when it comes to one-to-one mentoring. If I ask Jay Wilkinson, hey, would you be my mentor? He's going to have a lot of questions for me. What do you want to get out of this? How did you get my number? Did Randy Hawthorne put you up to this? And he's right to have a lot of questions because, again, it places a lot of emphasis on the individual. I liken one-to-one mentoring to driving down the highway. You're only as good as your equipment and the person driving. Whereas group mentoring is a lot like piling into the mystery machine and solving crimes at abandoned amusement parks, and isn't that fucking cool? Okay? So groups are less likely to fail. No offense, Jay. But groups are less likely to fail because you can accomplish more as a group than you can as individuals. If I don't have the answer, hopefully somebody in the group does as far as the challenges that you're facing. So see exhibits A and B as far as the power of groups, okay? I'm dating myself and also proving that I don't have cable because these are the best group references I could think of, and they're obviously quite outdated. But tell me these ass clowns would have done any better individually than they did as a group, okay? So my group is called the Big Thinkers, aka the Binkers, which is our Brangelina name. And our purpose is that we understood you cannot get everything you need professionally and personally from a one-to-one mentor relationship. You need a personal peer board, and it needs to be diverse. Our group, we've got diversity of age, we've got entrepreneurs, corporate people, managers, marketers, professionals. And diversity is important because it helps avoid groupthink. It avoids shit like this, people. Okay? So these are some of the things that my Binkers group has gone through in the last 2 years. There have been unexpected layoffs, but the Binkers group found that person a job. There's been corporations forming, partnerships, one franchisee licenses, and we actually lost one person to Iowa, which is probably not a good thing. But that was not the Binkers' fault. Now, I could talk to you all day about the things that I've gotten from my group mentoring, but I'm going to let my other group members talk for themselves. It's powerful shit, right? All right. So what else? So why should you be doing a group mentor? Honestly, it's a sounding board. You're going to face a lot of challenges in your personal and professional life. It's going to assist in your networking. It's going to help keep you accountable. And honest to God, sometimes it's just a bitching board. And you don't want to be bitching at work, so you want to be bitching to your Big Thinkers group. Now, what else is a group mentor relationship good for? I forgot the next slide, so we're going to talk just a little bit here. And the group, it's a sounding board for challenge. We already covered this shit. There we go. Now, the diversity, again, I talked about it. Diversity is key. You don't want a bunch of your Renaissance Revival friends or a bunch of your buddies in this group here, none of your beer buddies. You want to have diversity. Now, literally, this image came up when I Googled, why is diversity a good thing? Again, WTF, people. All right? So here's some advice for your group mentors. You're going to want to meet every couple weeks. You're going to want to pose a challenge to the group. The group does need structure. And I think the best thing about our group, and I've got some great group members right there, is that we talk about whoever needs the most help gets the floor. And that person keeps the floor until they've got other challenges solved. All right, now the benefits of group mentoring. Before group mentoring, after group mentoring. You see what I'm talking about? Of course not. It's internal, people. The changes are internal. You grow professionally and personally, it's internal. It's not external. Jesus Christ. So why should you get your own Binkers group here? Professional and personal growth. I mean, that's quite more. What more do you want, okay? But that's the micro view. We're talking about setting Lincoln on fire tonight, right? But I guess in a good way. So setting Lincoln on fire, if I can have my own group, why shouldn't you have your own group? And why shouldn't you be sharing what makes you passionate about your group? And why shouldn't you be sharing what makes you passionate about your group? Why can't Lincoln develop into a culture of group mentoring? So I've got my mystery machine, and I'm cruising around Lincoln. Denise, why can't you have your mystery machine? Ben, why can't you have your mystery machine? Why can't, well, we need a DD for that fucker. But the rest of you, why can't we all have our mystery machines? Why can't Lincoln be a group of mystery machines everywhere, huh? Well, except for, I'm going to go, can we get that one right there? Can we get him off there? Because that's Eastridge, that's where I live, and I don't want a van bringing down my property value. So that's a little bit, I'm passionate about my group, the Big Thinkers. I hope you all will consider group mentoring. If you want to reach me, you can reach me here, 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 or over here, and then later I'll be over there, and then I'll be in the bathroom, and then I'll be back there, and I'll probably be back there. So thank you.